Hi everyone, welcome or welcome back to my channel, Disabled but Able Budgeting, where I keep a budget, cash stuff, and do all other things to try to get my finances in order. I am late to this, but I'm trying to move as fast as possible. Things are different for me from the last time I cashed stuff, so there's certain things that I will both be that I will be changing up, but since I haven't done it before, I feel a little bit more unprepared, I guess, for how this is going to look. But I am going to go through how I think the budget for February will look, and then depending on how long this takes, I will also maybe look at the first payment that I received, but we might get to that. Anyways, yeah. So like always, I take out the budgeted money, or I plan for my mortgage and HOH outside of this budget, so that's removed first, and then I set this up afterwards. After that's taken out, I think, or I've budgeted out to have 2,000 left from my work payment, and then I expect to get 2 disability pays of 4,000 each. Excuse me. I'm still not feeling 100% after my having pneumonia. I feel pretty fine. I'm just still coughing, and there's, some issues with that, but besides that, I feel fine. It's just annoying to be going around and sound a lot sicker than I feel. But yeah, so that in total is 10,000 that I plan out for this, and that still doesn't cover the month, but I hope that things work out, and at least that the money that I've set aside in the bank will cover this well. But yeah, like last month, my student loan doesn't change any, so that's so I've budgeted 3,000 for that. My insurance, I've budgeted for 100, union fees 450, transportation 800, electric bill 500. Since it was so much lower last month, I figured I could get away with reducing the budget for this for February. My phone, I also reduced from 150 to 100 because it's usually 97, 98 kroner, so I hope this should be enough. TV and internet, I have doubled to 1,500 because I'm paying both January and February on my February budget. Gym membership, I have left at 500. A subscription as well is still 250 from last month. So that altogether is 7,500. That leaves me with 2,600. And my weekly, what I call like my weekly budget. So groceries, medicine, just spending. I've budgeted for 6,200. I am seeing that I use both my bank card but also cash, so this doesn't add up. I'm just keeping track of it here so that I can see how much came out of the bank versus how much I actually used in cash, and the money that I am using in cash is from my binders for last year, so it's like extra money that I didn't consider when I was looking at my savings in January. So I'm like just keeping it off the side, and then I'm pulling from that to hopefully make my just make everything last longer, and then make it easier for me to set up my finances. So when I've deducted this, I'm negative 3,700, and like I talked about in the last video, I was paid too much from my employers in January. They will technically take the money out of my pay, but I'm still tracking it here so that I can see how much I owe of it. So this is just for my own benefit to see that, okay, when I've gotten my salary from my work, they have deducted about 4,000 Norwegian, and then that leaves me with about 8,000 left to pay. That will be deducted from this month, March and April's paycheck. And this leftover sinking funds is, so my retirement gets just taken out of my bank account monthly. So I keep track of that here, and I would like to add to these other envelopes, but as things look right now, I need to look into putting paw insurance back, just because it adds up very fast. But with this with these numbers, I'm already in the red, so I don't look at it before the end of the month, when I go through my buffer breakdown and see if there's any money that I can move or do anything with based off of the actual numbers that I have received. So that is it for this. So I'm back. I've just looked at the numbers and figured I can go through the first payment that I had in the first week of February. So the payment I received from the disability pay was 10,437. So to allow me to keep track of this as well, I have made, or I've redone this binder, and I've pulled out these placeholders to represent the money that is in my bank account. So this should be 10,437. So let's just count that. $10,437. I need to get better at counting. I'm so sorry. So what I'm going to do is reallocate these into the envelopes that correspond as far as I get. As you can see here, my student loan came in the beginning of, so the first week of February, so I have already paid it, but I'll just put 3,000 in it now, and then I'll pull everything and reorganize it at the closeout. Let's see. Okay, let's try this. So student mortgage gets nothing, HOA gets nothing, student loan gets 3,000. So 3,000. Insurance gets 400. 400. My union gets 450. 450. Transportation gets 800. 5, 7, 800. Electricity gets 500. And my phone gets 100. TV and internet gets 1,500. 1,500. And I changed, well, it still says gym here, but I have changed it on my envelope to say, instead of saying physical gym, it says physical therapy, is because I have ended my gym membership. I did that, so my last payment was January, but I do go to a physical therapist and I do work out at their studio, so I will start paying that. I don't really know how much it's going to be yet every single month, so just for February I'm keeping it to 500, and then I will adjust it however it needs to be adjusted later on. Subscriptions is 250. 250. And the rest of the money, because this has, I have now finished my expenses, my fixed expenses, I guess you would call it, or I will call it, and then my other expenses like groceries and whatnot that I put in my wallet every single week. I will give the rest, so let's count and see how much I have left for my wallet. So 2,000. No, you know what? I will do it. I made this retirement envelope, and since I have that here as a sinking fund, I will just put this in the back here, and I will put the 2,000 here in retirement, because that is also just a fixed amount that gets deducted from my bank. And I will put the rest of the money into my wallet. So 937, that goes to my wallet. And I probably said it in this video as well, I do have cash that I actually use for my wallet stuffings, but I will also keep track of this to see how much I actually planned on putting here, and just to keep track for myself. But yeah, that's it for this video after a lot of back and forth. Bye.